in terms of your defensive effort tonight, what was kind of the message after Western Carolina had 16 points in the first quarter? And what areas did you see changing on the defensive end?
Yeah, I think it was just getting settled in. We had a really short turnaround playing on Sunday. Didn't do much yesterday at all. So just getting settled in, getting accustomed to what they were doing. But we were just letting them pass and catch way too easy. I think we were a little timid because we were unsure. And so we just let them reverse the basketball. They were cutting in front of our face. And so the message was, play Georgia basketball, play Georgia defense. And you saw the change second and third quarter.
This team seems to be so much more aggressive than last year's. Just in my opinion alone, what have you done changes differently from like on the defensive side of things to make them a little bit more aggressive, especially like Simone? She's just kind of come out of her shell.
We have some depth, and that makes things a lot better. It makes for better competition. The players can go out there and play really hard knowing that they're going to get a break and not have to play for extended minutes without getting that break. I think for Simone in particular, it's just year number 2. Year 1 is always a little fuzzy. We run a lot of different things. We do a lot of different things defensively. And when you're coming from junior college, sometimes that pace is different. So I think she's very confident now. She knows what it is that we were looking for from her. She knows what her expectations are, what we want her to do. And she's doing a really good job of doing that.
Coach, what can you say about Mackenzie Ingram's performance tonight? She kind of had a quick start there and kind of kept it going through the action.
You know, what Mac has done really well this year is let the game come to her. You know, I think sometimes in the past she would press a little bit. She'd want to score immediately, and when that didn't happen, it would sometimes take her out of her game. And I think this year the biggest difference is whatever it is we need her to do, she's willing to do, whether that's post up, float on the perimeter, play great defense. But overall, she's just a lot more calm out there, and she knows that she's going to have her opportunities, and she's not searching for them. She's letting them come to her.
And then, in terms of the turnovers that Western Carolina had tonight, how were you guys able to take advantage of those? And what type of things, like, did you see anything when you were studying film with WCU that you guys kind of thought you could take advantage of?
Right. Well, we just thought that our defensive pressure would bother them a little bit, and so that's what we tried to do. Coming off ball screens, we trapped them and. Give them credit. They're a really athletic team. They make it really hard for us. The reason why we did some of the things we did defensively is because I wasn't so sure if we could guard them one-on-one from a guard standpoint, because they're really quick and they're very athletic. So we wanted to just give them different looks and throw different things at them to try to keep them off balance.
Sonny Paul really played aggressive tonight, especially down towards the end where she won that basket.
Yeah.
Bad. How has she progressed and developed this offseason, especially coming from a freshman to a sophomore? How will she be able to make an impact this season?
Well, Steph is versatile. She can play several positions. We have her playing the 4 now. She can also play the 3. She's strong. She's got good skills. She can step away from the basket and shoot it. She can post you up. She rebounds the ball well. She's just getting her legs back under her. There was a time maybe right before, 2 weeks before the first game, where she kind of didn't pull her hamstring but strained it a little bit, and she missed about 2.5, 3 weeks. And so she's just now kind of getting her lungs back under her. So it was good for her to be able to play extended minutes tonight and get back into a flow.
What type of progressions have you seen from your freshman guards, Connolly, Horseman, Caldwell?
Yeah, they are quick learners. They thrive in high-level situations, and they're pleasers. They will do whatever it takes, whatever their role is, whatever we ask, they're willing to do. And so they continue to get better in practice. They continue to get better with each game. I think they know that they're a big piece to our puzzle this year and the success that we want to have, and so they're committed.
And then in terms of those freshman improvements, how significant has a senior like Haley Clark been in helping them out?
You know, Haley Clark has to be on the floor for us. She just has got so much experience from being a point guard the last 2 years, and she's playing off the ball now, which frees her up to do more. And she's just such a great leader off the floor, and she takes them under her wing. She spends a lot of time with Gabby because she played the point. She knows that I demand a lot from our point guards, and so she's there to help her, calm her down, and speak, you know, wisdom into her. So Haley, they all have been great. I can't say enough about Haley, Mac, even Kalaya. You know, just the leadership they've shown off the floor with our young kids has been invaluable.
And then you speak of those demands of a point guard. What are some major things that you have that you do expect from somebody that's
playing the point,
playing that role?
Well, they have to know where every position is on the floor, what every position's doing, because if someone's in the wrong spot, they need to get them there. They're responsible for knowing our package offensively, what we're running. They're responsible for knowing our package defensively. They literally are an extension of me when they're out there. I don't want to be a team that every time down the floor they're looking to the sideline for me to call the play. I want them to be able to have a package and know what that package is and run our team so that we can get up and down the floor and not slow down as much as possible. And that's a lot for a freshman, to take in if you've never had that responsibility.
And then going back to Haley, how has her role changed from last year? She was kind of a player that had a lot on her last season, and now being that kind of leader as a senior. What type of changes have you seen in her role and how she handled those?
Well, I think she's been great. I think Haley knows that whatever position we put her in, she's going to do great things. Now Haley's a great rebounder, and now she can go rebound the basketball instead of getting back. She's a great defender. I think she really does a good job off the ball, getting steals, putting pressure on the basketball when the person she's guarding has it. And I think she's still that leader. She's that second really point guard on the floor that's still communicating and helping Taja and helping Gabby.
Time for one or two more.
Going back to the depth, that I'm sure you're excited to have more than 8 or 9 players. How important do you feel like that depth's going to be going into SEC play versus last season? Because I know you were worried about getting in foul trouble before. Do you feel like you can be a little more aggressive now that you have that depth, and how is it going to benefit you?
Well, I think more aggressive in a lot of ways, not only in games but in practice. We cut practice down quite a bit last year in terms of the length of time we were in there because we were playing 7 kids, sometimes 8, and that's tough. The schedule is a grind, and so you want to make sure they're fresh, but also they get the reps that they need. So it was always a balancing act last year of making sure they practice long enough but not too long. Because they were going to play extended minutes. So when you have depth, it does a lot of things. It allows them to go out there and be aggressive in practice, to be aggressive in games, knowing that they're going to get a sub. It also keeps them looking over their shoulder a little bit, which is good. Friendly competition always makes you raise your level of play, and I think that's what you see. But it's all in good camaraderie. They are happy for each other. You see them excited on the bench. I think they all understand playing together. If they all contribute, the chance we have to be a really good team.
That last quarter, y'all kind of got a little bit sloppy. What are some things that you want to fix, especially when you get a lead as big as you had tonight going into that last quarter?
Keeping our foot on the gas pedal. We let them score way too many points in the fourth quarter. We turned it over too much. We missed layups. The concentration wasn't there. The focus wasn't there. I think they were excited that Ari was in, and I was too. But we've still got to execute. We've still got to run plays and do what we're supposed to do and take care of business.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right, have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too.